Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My dog hates me. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should subscribe because I love you and I would love to see your beautiful face here again. Welcome to my story time. This is my story time about how I auditioned for America's Got Talent and how that went and why I'm not famous yet. So anyway, I have some notes written down here, so if you see me glance down, that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at anything weird, I promise. Probably. So it was the fall of 2013 when I decided that I was going to audition. I saw advertisements about it on the internet. It was like, if you're talented, you need to go, and I was like, I'm talented. Yes. So basically, I had just won a competition. I went to Nebraska in October of 2013. I did a country music competition and I won. So I was like, I'm in the zone, I'm gonna do this, like I can do this, I can be on America's Got Talent, like I'm the next Ariana Grande, probably. I was super excited when I saw the advertisements. I remember telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I really want to do this, can we do this? And she was super supportive. She said yes, my dad was like yes, and because I was 14 at the time, and when you're under the age of 16, I think, you have to have your parents' permission to audition for any like TV reality type show. So I had to have their permission. They were super supportive. I remember I set up an audition for 10 a.m. on the day that they were going to do the auditions. So it was in December. I think it was like December 3rd or something like that. So I set up a time, 10 a.m. They said they would give us a 2-hour window either way. So we were planning on being there for about 4 to 6 hours. I remember being really excited and thinking, what am I going to wear? And my mom was like, why don't we make you something to wear? Because she was a seamstress, so she knew how to do all kinds of cool stuff. I remember her saying, hey, why don't we go buy you some cute jeans and we'll make you a shirt, we'll make you a cute top, and like maybe a hat or I don't know, something. And I'm like, no, it needs to be a dress. I was really into dresses at the time. Hello, Sully. I was really into dresses at the time. And so we went to the fabric store, bought this really beautiful blue glittery fabric, and she made me this beautiful princess dress. It looked like Elsa. It wasn't a princess dress, but it was like goofy, and I helped her design it, and I was like, yes. And it was probably, I'll insert a picture so you could see. Very glittery, goofy dress. I remember before the audition, they told me that I needed to get a song, a CD, like a recording, and it couldn't have any backup vocals on it. So I spent hours scouring the internet looking for the song that I wanted to sing, which was Your Cheating Heart. And it took me a long time, but I finally found one without backup vocals on it, which was exciting. And I spent money on this, okay? Like, my cheap 14-year-old butt wasn't gonna spend money on anything, but I spent money on this. You know, I could have spent it on Cheetos at the Dollar Tree, like hot Cheetos, but I spent it on a song because I was so excited about this and it was gonna be awesome. I bought the song and I practiced every single day. I remember practicing in front of my parents, practicing in front of my sister, practicing alone because I was embarrassed. And just practice. And I practiced with the CD all day long, and I was super proud of it that I had bought the song to sing. And I remember right before the audition, the night before, I dyed my hair black. I dyed it blue-black. For some reason I thought that would make me stand out more. Maybe it did. It didn't, obviously, because I didn't, you know. But I dyed my hair blue-black, and beforehand my dad was like, why don't we get a hairstylist to do your hair right before? So I wanted to be there at the audition place at the convention center. I wanted to get there about 7:30 or 8 o'clock, so in order to have her do my hair, I had to go over to the hair salon I woke up about 4:30 or 5 in the morning, had to be at the hair salon at 6. She did my hair. She did a good job, but it was very poofy. It kind of looked like a smullet, like a small-ish like mullet, kind of. But at the time, that was what I wanted to go for. It was almost like emo hair, but like not emo hair. I don't know, it was very poofy. My aunt, she wanted to help me with my makeup, so she gave me this brown lipstick. Like this brown, it was brown. I don't know. She told me it looked good on me, so I was convinced. I was like, yes, this looks good on me. This is going to help me win this thing. Very poofy hair, very poofy dress. I was just a poofy person. My family went with me to the audition. It was my parents, and my mom and my dad, my friend who was like a grandma to me, she was a neighbor, and my aunt. We were all there, got there about 7:30. Oh, my sister was there too, by the way. I got you, Faylene. You were there. She was there. We got there, and they had us split into groups. So there was an A group, B group, C group, and D group, and I was in the C group. Should have been in the A group because I wanted to be. No, but there was about 1,000 people, I want to say, for every group. So I was in the C group, went into this big giant room, big giant white plain room. It was plain. There were a bunch of people in there. I remember there were some weird looking people that were auditioning in there. Like, I mean, I was weird looking too, so I fit right in, as you could see, but like, I remember there was a little girl. She had her hair curled like Shirley Temple, and she had like a short dress, and you could kind of see her underwear. It was weird. I don't know. She was kind of dressed like an angel. I don't know what she was doing. I think she tap danced. There was a guy who had like feathers. He was bald, but he was wearing like a feathered jacket. And there was this older lady. She was probably like 60, and she was dressed like Uncle Sam, like with the red, white, and blue American flag. And I remember the camera following her around a lot. And then there was a mariachi band. And I remember the camera was following them around. They were interviewing them. And I remember being kind of jealous of the mariachi band. I was like, hello? You have your star right here? No, but in all honesty, I was kind of like, oh, they don't care. So we were there for a long time. We thought that we were going to be seen between 8 and 12 because there was a 2-hour window either way, but we weren't. We were still sitting there. It was like 3 o'clock. Everybody was tired. Everybody was hungry. I remember, like, my family, they didn't want to be rude, but they were like low-key complaining. They were like, oh, when are they gonna see you? Like, we're bored, we're hungry, like maybe we should leave and get Wendy's and come back. But they didn't. I was kind of sick, so I had brought tea with me. I wasn't sick. I actually had an allergic reaction to pineapple the day before. So I had brought tea with me, and the tea was really hot, and I burned my chin. That's random. That doesn't have anything to do with anything, but I remember I burned my chin. And I was so hungry that I remember my mom had gum in her purse, and I ate all the gum within like a span of 2 hours, like a whole pack of gum. I ate all the gum. And yeah. At about 5, they called me in with my group. They called in, so they had 50 people go in at a time. So like every half an hour they would call a group of 50. Mine was like the second to last group, I think. So they called us in. They had a bunch of chairs. It was a smaller room. They had like 50 chairs-ish, I guess, because there were some people who had more than 50 people, more than one person in their act. So they had chairs. You could sit there. I remember they said I could only bring in one person, which I didn't know beforehand. So I brought my mom, and because she was the person that would mainly watch me practice, and I felt the most comfortable, going in with her. And we went in, we sat down, and they gave us numbers, numbering our acts from 1 through 50. Well, I was number like 48 or something like that. I remember being pissed. At this point, I was just done. I just wanted to get in there, I wanted to become a star, and I wanted to get out. Like, that was my goal. Yes. We waited another 2 hours, and they finally called me in, and I was pumped. And they said, okay, are you ready? And I said, yes. I handed my CD to the guy, and he said, oh, you're not allowed to use a CD. And I remember being like, well, online they said that I could use a CD as long as it didn't have any, you know, backup vocals. They're like, no, you can't use this. And I remember my mom was like, what do you mean she can't use it? She's been practicing with it. And they're like, just sing it a cappella, you can do that. And I remember my mom was arguing with them. And I was like, you know what, it's fine. It's fine. You know, being a very passive person, I was like, I can do this. I can sing a cappella. It's fine. So I started off strong. I was like, you're cheating hard. And I was like, just in the zone. And I sang for about 25 seconds to 30 seconds, and they were finally just like, alright, good. They cut me off. They're like, okay, well, we'll let you know if we call you, you made it. If you don't hear from us, you know, maybe we'll call you, maybe we won't. And that was it. So we left, we were tired, we were hungry. I remember we went out to eat later. We were sitting there talking about it. Everybody was just tired, everybody was just done. And I never heard anything back from America's Got Talent. I think overall what I learned from that experience is you can't expect stuff to be handed to you. Like, you're not going to be handed a recording contract and a Grammy for just showing up at America's Got Talent audition. You're not going to become Ariana Grande. Overall, I would say it's kind of a scam. If you're thinking about auditioning for America's Got Talent or the X Factor, which I don't think is a show anymore, but if it is, don't do it. American Idol, anything like that. Basically, I think what they do is they scout the people beforehand, and so they already know which people are going to make it. So by the time that they got to me, I don't think they really even cared. They were just done. And I was weird looking anyway, so that's probably why they didn't pick me, but still. If you want to make something happen, you gotta make it happen, you gotta do it yourself. You gotta get yourself out there, and chances are, you know, if you audition for one of these shows, you're probably not gonna get on air. I mean, look at Nikki and Gabby, you know, I mean, that was a scam. You know, you look at Lindsay Sterling, you know, she got made fun of on those types of shows. I think what I'm trying to say here is that experience inspires me to go on YouTube, make videos, to sing, get myself out there, and be myself. Don't try to be anybody else. Just be yourself. Just do what I want to do, and do it how I want to do it. So that's what I'm doing right now, making these videos. So I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, and comment on this video. I'm going to be making more story times in the future. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye! Yeah, just, we can edit this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say go with, well, you kind of thought it was a scam, right?
Yeah, I mean, just because you want to be on this show, like, it's not gonna be, fuck, what am I trying to say? You can't I remember that. I was fat. I liked to eat. No, but I